All right. We are recording. Oh, wait.
Okay. So, well, what?
No, nothing. It's okay.
Okay. Well, welcome to session number 30 of our Sky Pirates campaign here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Last session, let's see, you guys were sailing to Crosa to find the Order of the Sun
Okay.
to revive poor cleric Agatha.
Yes. And we managed to do it, or we just gave them the
Um,
body and wandered off.
and Um, right. You brought the body to the temple of the sun,
Mm-hmm.
and the head of the order gave you guys a quest to go on in order to make sure that your heart is pure.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Right.
and then, if it is pure, they will revive their cleric and give her back to you.
Okay. That's
So
fine.
you left the body there at the temple.
Yep. Yep. And
And he gave you a map and said to go to the forest and find the unicorns.
that's right.
And you spent the night at a halfling farmer's barn.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
And it
Oh,
isn't.
that halfling farmer. I remember it now.
It is now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, During the night, you guys will hear the howling of wolves off in the distance,
Mm-hmm.
and um, yells of panic and the skimpering of small feet getting closer and closer to the barn where you guys are staying.
Okay. We are in a barn. I kind of feel like we should maybe like hide in the hayloft possibly. And since this is a halfling's barn, I would
Upstairs?
yeah,
Okay.
I would assume that it's pretty easy to get up into the hayloft compared to like a human-sized barn. So I will hiss something to my gnome friends and we'll all start like climbing the ladder and crawling up and then burrowing into the hay and stuff.
All right.
Uh,
Um, you will hear the pitter patter of feet come up to the barn door
yeah.
and start to shake it and rattle it. The door is locked on this, whoever this is. Um, and the howling of wolves will have gotten much closer.
But it will not give any indication that the people or creatures rattling the door are the wolves, right?
You can hear muffled curses and exclamations of panic as whatever this is rattles the door. Yeah.
There is a barn, like one of those
Why is it
opening.
locked?
There's one of those window things in the hayloft, you know, for loading hay from the outside. And
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going
Right above the door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I am going to scramble over on my hands and knees and just carefully push it open and peer outside to see what in the world is down there on the ground trying to get in.
Sure. Yeah. There is a small child halfling outside, rattling the door, looking panicked.
Okay.
Um,
I will look around, and hopefully find a coil of rope somewhere up here, presumably from the beam that we lower via pulleys to bring up bales of hay. And I will, in a very hoarse whisper, hiss at the child and say, "Hey, up here!" and toss the rope down, or rather one end of the rope.
He will look up. Okay.
Come on.
He will look up. He will grab the rope and he will frantically try to climb, but he's too fat.
Oh, okay. What happens to him? Does he just like fall off of it, slide off of it, or just like the rope climbing?
Yeah, he's trying to climb up, but he doesn't have quite the grip to climb up by himself.
Okay. Yeah, he's like.
Hello?
Okay. He's like the fat kid in gym class. He tries to pull himself up, and the mean gym teacher has to yell at him from below. Like, "Come on, climb that rope!" I sigh in exasperation. I will do this. I will say, "Let go of minute," and he will let go and drop back to the ground, and I'll pull the rope up and tie a big knot into the very bottom of it. And then I'll throw it back down and say, "Now just stand on that." And then I will make an attempt at pulling him up myself.
All right. As you lower the knotted rope, you will see in the darkness a dozen wolves slowly loping in and licking their chops as the halfling child frantically gets on the rope.
Right.
Pull me up! Pull me up!
Shut up first, I whisper as I heave on the rope. I think I need a strength check. Yeah, I managed to do it.
Two of the wolves will leap up and grab the kid's dangling feet as you pull him up. So he is now screaming in pain as these wolves dangle from his legs as you pull him up.
Yep. I figured that might happen. I will look around and realize that I left all of my stuff on the first floor when we climbed up here. And so I will am I fast enough that I can tie the rope off and look for like a rake or a pitchfork or something? Because I'm going to try to reach over and grab a pitchfork and throw it down at the wolf. Or two of them, however many there are.
Okay. You can wake up some of the gnomes and they can do something if you want them to hold the rope or tie it off somehow.
No, I don't want to wake them up in order to do that. But in my scrambling about to try to hold the kid with one hand and find a pitchfork, I inadvertently kick like two gnomes in the face and wake them up anyway. That's my thought.
What's the big idea?
Wolves! Grab the rope and help me out.
Here, what? Awful noisy.
Wait, how are they up here?
Here. Wake him up. Here. They came up with you.
Yeah, but then you said they were asleep. Do they just fall asleep quickly?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. Because that suddenly didn't make sense. I'm like, wait a
Um,
minute. We already woke up to climb up here. They just go straight back to sleep. That's awesome. Okay.
and they fell asleep.
Okay. Well then. Lazy gnomes.
Uh, um, those two wake up a few more gnomes, and they all together hold the rope and start to try and heave up the child and the two wolves clinging to the kid.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And assuming they can
Yeah.
hold the kid, I will scramble over to the door, the big hayloft door, grab the pitchfork, and start like stabbing downward at the wolves.
Yeah.
Dexterity check.
Yeah. All right.
I totally hit both wolves, and they basically fall off.
All right. Make a hack and slash.
Oh.
Oh, just roll your damage actually.
Oh, right. I need to pull my damage up. Right. Right. Yeah, 12.
Wow. Okay. You manage to stab both of those wolves with your flailing pitchfork, and they immediately collapse dead from the blows that you managed to give them.
Nice.
And the child will whimper a thank you, and the gnomes will give one more heave, and the kid will be safe.
All right, yeah. I was thinking maybe because the weight of the wolves had dropped away, the gnomes would collapse backward, and then because they were straining too hard.
Yeah, that propels the kid up the last few feet. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Their hats go rolling away. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Ah.
Is this my hat? No, that's your hat. That's your hat over there. Oh.
But they look exactly the same, I protest, as I watch.
All right. They're not. See? They got labels inside them.
Is that the only difference? No. This one is his, and this one is mine. That's another difference. Okay. Whatever. Meanwhile, 3 out of the 5 gnomes that are with me are already asleep again. And, yeah.
Yep. They go back to sleep. The kid is asking you, Bertok, to please don't tell my parents I was outside.
Who are your parents? The farmer?
Yeah.
You have to be up early, right? Presumably to feed animals. If that's the case, why don't you just stay here for the night and then...
Yeah.
And then, when it's early enough for you to be up, just get up and start working. I'm being way too logical. Yeah, let's just go with that.
Yeah, the kid will kind of calm down and say that could work. I'm just glad I wasn't wolf snack. Thank you for saving me.
Yep, no
By the
problem.
way.
Yeah. So if you don't mind, and I roll over and go back to sleep as well, or try to, or start to.
The wolves slowly drift away. You drift to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and no more disturbances happen until the morning.
Okay, what happens in the
When your
morning?
good halfling friend Bertok pounds on the barn door, asking if you've seen his son anywhere. He's not in his bed, and he should have been down for supper, or breakfast.
I will wake up blearily and push my head back out of the open hayloft door and groan. And without... Wait. Wisdom. Oh, okay. I will tell the farmer that, oh yeah, he is totally... I haven't seen him. Wait, that's not a good idea. But I told the kid I wouldn't tell. But now his father thinks he's basically dead. I'm thinking hard about this. Another one. Roll 1d2. Flip a coin. I will say that, well, we had a bit of a issue last night, but I will pause. Then I will whisper, looking back at the kid to make sure he's still asleep. And I will tell the dad, he's up here with me. Yeah. We had a bit of trouble with wolves last night. And I rescued the kid.
The halfling will gasp and scurry up the ladder to the second floor, see that his son is okay, and he will give you a big hug, Bertok, for protecting his son, and
Yeah.
he will say that his wife made a huge breakfast for you all.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't give you much other than that, but thank you so much for saving my son.
You're
You are in trouble. He wakes up the kid and kicks him down the ladder.
The kid goes flying and then rolls a couple feet.
Yeah. He's cushioned. He's fine.
Right. Augustus. Can that be the kid's name?
You guys have a big breakfast, Sure, why not? Augustus. I had Logan, but Augustus is fine too.
So, wait a minute. I need to refresh.
Bertok, you have not eaten so well for... Okay.
Sorry, I was lagging again. Like the audio.
Let me reconnect too. You're kind of laggy.
Okay.
I'm lagging.
Yeah.
Now I remember why we didn't want...
You back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Sweet. And we're kind of not lagging anymore, as far as I can tell.
Alrighty, cool.
So yes, Augustus Gloop decided to... No, he didn't decide to do anything. But we haven't eaten so well in so long.
Yes.
Except Augustus.
It's been forever since you've had a halfling breakfast, Bertok.
Except Augustus. He's had a halfling breakfast all of his life.
Correct.
So we can kind of make fun of him. Man, it's no wonder that you're so... I start. It's no wonder. With food like this. And I'm basically out of the side of my mouth complimenting his mother. It's no wonder Augustus has gotten so big, I say. With food like this, a man could really... Something about surviving the winter.
Alright, the meal, I don't know, do you want to do anything else before the halflings say goodbye to you guys?
I'll ask him for directions. Like, we're looking for unicorns in the forest. Do you have any advice on how to find them?
You want to stay away from them unicorns. They're dangerous. If you see a unicorn, climb a tree. If you see a wolf, climb a tree. If you see a squirrel, hide underground.
Right. Okay. Good advice.
And he points to the northeast. Points to the big forest that's just on the edge of his field and says, "If you're looking for unicorns, though, there's supposedly some in that way."
Okay. That's okay. That's good to know. Thank you, sir. And I will gather up my troop who do like handstands and stuff. We give them some after breakfast entertainment of circus antics. No, we don't do that. That was more John's character or something.
Yeah.
Or was it Simon's immolator that did that? Who was the fire trick like the fire?
That was Simon's
fiery
character.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we won't do
Alright.
parlor tricks and stuff.
Alright. So you and the troop of gnomes kind of crowding about you head into the forest.
I say, "Shut up! We're supposed to be doing this quietly." As they start whistling.
You guys wander through the large, impressive trees. There's snow on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It is winter.
Yeah.
There's a very crisp breeze running by. And you come across a beautiful woman leaning against a tree here. She seems quite entranced by you, Bertok.
Mm-hmm.
And
she
the
sees
gnomes
us?
are like,
That's not good.
yes.
Okay.
The gnomes are whispering behind you and like blushing.
Uh-huh. As I stride confidently forward, realizing I've been seen, I will greet her with a flourish and a bow.
what are halflings and little gnomes doing in these woods? These were pristine woods once upon a time.
Until you came along. Oh, forgive us. We are searching for unicorns so that the Order of the Sun might prove our worthiness in reviving our lost comrade and sister. I say in as gallant a tone as possible.
The woman will frown and say that the world is far better off with one less person in it, and she will scoff and merge into the tree that she was leaning against.
Okay, that was weird. I mumble under my breath. And then I give the signal and we all move forward together. The encounter lost to memory as we think nothing more of it.
Shut up. As you explore Bertok, gradually you come to realize that you have somehow appeared to have lost your gnomish companions and are now traveling alone through the woods until you get to a glade of snowy trees.
Okay.
Get back.
Yeah, I kind of was like, he's the only one there.
Yeah, a glade of snowy trees. There is white flowers on the sprouting up through the ground here.
Mm-hmm.
And all of your gnome companions are in this glade in various places, but they are deeply asleep.
Interesting. And I hadn't even noticed that they were gone until I walked into here and realized they were already all here. I look around kind of awestruck and wonder what in the world is going on. And, yeah.
As you stand there quietly, you see trotting through the woods a beautiful white layer unicorn. Yeah, unicorn.
Yay.
It goes up to each of the gnomes and kind of sniffs them a little bit. And then moves slowly to the next one.
What was I supposed to do? Once I found it, kill it or
No. You should take notes. No, you were here to take a quest from the unicorns, a trial from these unicorns, so that the Order of the Sun would know that your heart is pure.
Okay. I will stand still as the unicorn circles the clearing. And then I will try to give a little shrug to catch its eye. Or, like, scuff my feet into the snow. Or just do a crunch footprint.
Alright. As you get its attention, the unicorn will perk up, see you, give a startled jump, and then skitter off and hide behind a tree.
And I yell, "No, wait, come back! and start tumbling forward to dive around the tree where it disappeared.
It will kind of trot out and poke its head around the tree, um, and say, "Hello there. You look like a nice little person."
I am. Thanks for noticing, I say. And I will uh wisdom. I need another wisdom roll.
Okay.
I will not reach up to pat it on the nose, although I will start to and then back down. And I will say, that's a good no. No. The Order of the Sun has sent me. I am here for a quest, which I am told that you can provide. Oh, good.
Yes.
Decent
yes.
unicorn person thing. I will make all sorts of gestures let it know that it's in charge.
We have an ancient agreement with the Order of the Sun. Me and my sister received word that you were on your way. So, yes, we can test you.
Yay.
Now, little halfling, would you like to polish my horn?
No. It looks fairly polished already, I say, looking up at it. No, that's not the horn I meant.
I've had to use trees. They chafe horribly.
I suppose so then. I see no reason why not to. I say as I pull a handkerchief out of my back pocket.
Oh, thank you, he says, and he bows his head to you so you can reach his horn.
Yep, and I just start polishing it like I would polish like a silver goblet or something like that.
Oh, yes, like that. Your hands are so soft.
Oh. Yeah.
After much polishing, a second unicorn will trot into the glade, and just heave a heavy sigh and gaze over at you and the first unicorn.
I look up.
He will say,
I look up and I'm like, something I can help you with?
The first unicorn will say, "Hey, Nessia, this guy's as gullible as a rock. I bet we could get him to do anything." Hey, halfling, would you polish my shoes for me too?
Which one said that? The second one?
The first.
Oh, the first one.
First one.
I will start to glare as I overhear this remark and stop. And I'll say, "You take me for a fool." I think not. I think you are capable of polishing them yourself, if you even need them polished.
It was an awful nice gesture on your part, little halfling.
I want to examine my handkerchief. Yeah, I don't see anything. I thought maybe some of the silver would have rubbed off, and now I can sell the handkerchief for lots of money. But
the second unicorn will gaze at you solemnly, Bertok, and say that yes, this one is too gullible. Return again tomorrow when you are wiser, halfling.
But I'm already wise enough, I protest, as I start to get angry. But then again, I will dejectedly turn away and trod back into the trees, casting one last longing glance at my gnome troop. At which point I remember, oh yeah, and I will go and start to like pull them down and drag them out of the clearing one by one.
One by one, they will wake up as they are removed from the glade and scowl around and wonder what in the world happened to them. We were bewitched. These woods are dangerous. We shouldn't come here no more.
No, we'll come back tomorrow like they said, I say in a stern voice, and we head inward. Or we head out and stuff.
Okay. Your halfling farmer friend welcomes you back, seeing that you survived the perils of the forest and its many dangers. Augustus waves from the window.
Yeah, I wave back, kind of giving a wry smile. And yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We basically just sort of like reveal that no, the unicorns wanted nothing to do with us. I'm kind of disappointed now. I don't know what they expect of us. I thought we were trying to convince them that we were good, decent people, and all they're looking for is if we're intelligent or non-gullible types. I slump down on the front porch of the farmer's house. But anyway.
The wife of the farmer, for saving her son's life the night before, will cook you guys a supper and will argue with the farmer that we don't have to give him shelter 2 days in a row.
What if we pay you, I say? I call out, overhearing all of this.
He will perk up, and the wife will perk up. Oh no, he will perk up. The wife will hit him on the head. They saved your son. That's worth more. That's worth more than gold. But you can still pay him if you want.
I don't want to, but we should. Because that's our gold. And we're stingy people. But, I don't know. Yeah, how much of the day did we waste going into the forest and then being just outright turned away?
Yeah, It's mid-afternoon now.
I will frown thoughtfully, and then realizing, or not realizing, but guessing that gnomes aren't allowed into the forest, that clearing in particular. I will make a plan to basically leave them behind next time and go in by myself, since nothing seems to have been dangerous while we traveled through it.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm like, I don't know. I would rather just like go back in right now. That's what I'm thinking. In fact, no. How about later that night, while everybody is asleep, I slip out of the barn and go into the forest by night.
Ooh. Alright. Sure. Do you have like a light source?
Um,
Let's say you have a small lantern or something that's trying to light your way.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you will.
I will take a lantern from the barn because there's a little oil lamp in the barn hanging there, and I will just take that and sneak out.
All right. You will, wandering into the woods, you know more or less where you are heading towards.
Mm-hmm.
You will see a face emerge from a tree as you wander towards the glade where the unicorns are. And it is the same woman's face that you guys encountered previously. She's glaring at you, disturbing her forest again.
I will hush her and try to sneak as quietly by her as I can, giving her a look of I don't know, longing. As the sight of her is rather attractive.
Yes.
But I will force my eyes away and continue onward and inward.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you managed to find the glade again. The after a few minutes of standing there, you will hear a clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity clop of a unicorn coming through the woods towards you, and the unicorn will emerge.
Does it see
in
me?
the brilliant moonlight of the snowy. Yes.
Oh, darn it. Okay. I will assume.
Do you want to hide?
I do. I want to try to duck back into the underbrush and try to remain hidden. But of course, if he's already seen me, that's fine. I'm just gonna try to see if I can get away or out of sight.
Yeah, you kind of have the lantern with you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that would have given.
Yeah, he sees you. Yep. Well, you're back again so soon. Are you feeling wiser, little halfling?
Well, of course. I whisper from the underbrush, and I will emerge and stand up and brush off my pants that are now covered in snow.
Would you curry my withers while you're here?
No. Curry them yourself, I say, glaring as he makes yet another request. And tell me of the quest that I must do to have my friend revived.
We've already been administering the test to you. The first test is the test of gullibility. And you've passed this time. I don't get my withers could. It would be an awfully nice gesture of you.
Yeah, I know. But given that the last time I apparently failed a test, I'm not going to fall for it again. So what's the next part? I asked.
Very well. Climb upon my back, and we shall clippity-clop and make sweet music through the forest.
What? This makes no sense. I will look as dumbfounded as I am. Bertok will look as dumbfounded as I am. And I will very suspiciously glance over the other way, roll my eyes, and climb up obediently. Yeah.
He will. Sorry, what?
Nothing. That's it.
Okay. I'm gonna refresh, but
Okay.
he clippity clops off into the forest, where he eventually comes to rest.
You're back.
Sorry, you there?
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah,
Okay,
I am
cool.
here.
He eventually comes to rest in front of a cavern entrance, and says that you must go into the cavern, little halfling.
For what purpose? I ask. Wisely, non-gullibly.
It is the second part of your trial of the unicorn, he says.
I'll roll my eyes again, sliding off its back, and giving him one look of slight disdain and annoyance. I will turn and march confidently into this cavern. Unholstering my flail as I go.
Okay. You are instantly enveloped in blackness and darkness. The entrance is immediately lost from sight
Okay.
as you go into this thing.
Yeah.
After marching for what seems like hours and hours, you hear a laugh up ahead of you, and two glowing eyes will appear in the darkness.
How close?
It's hard to say.
Okay. Well, do I have my lantern still?
You do, yes.
That means I am holding a light source, which means I'm giving myself away. I will immediately open the lantern and blow it out.
Okay.
And then ready my flail.
In the darkness, you will hear a chuckle as you extinguish your light source and ready to fight whatever this is. A voice will say, "You fool, as if you could harm me. But I'm not here to I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to help you.
And I will turn around and I will turn around and up the tunnel I will ask, "Help me how?" and then turn around again. My thought being, maybe if I can divert my voice to somewhere else, it will think I'm somewhere where I'm not.
Okay. Um, the voice will say, there's no need to go through these complicated rituals or trials or unicorns or clerics. I can revive whoever you want to revive. I'll do it for free, even.
Free, eh? Who are
Yes.
you? What are you?
I am a benefactor. I've lain here a long time waiting to help someone who was waiting for someone brave enough to accept my help. And I can help you in many ways, but
What if it's free, then you have no price. Why would I want to
yes,
accept? Well, good grief. This makes no sense. And of course I'm suspicious. And if I'm suspicious, I am likely to avoid whatever is causing the suspicion. Besides, I don't like the tone of your voice. It creeps me out, and I don't like a creepy voice. If you revived my friend, I have a feeling she would be not the same as she was before. I have a feeling there is a hidden price. For everything there is a price. I will step forward toward the voice.
a giant mouth will open and roar as it encloses you, Bertok, and you will find yourself back at the cavern entrance. Moonlight is shining on your face again,
Mm-hmm.
and the second unicorn that appeared before will be there to greet you and say, "You've passed the second trial. You are a very courageous young halfling."
I will be laying there bewildered, and I will mumble up, "What was that trial called?" Because I'm still confused.
That was the trial of temptation.
Oh, well, that makes sense, I guess. Although there was nothing to lose, according to it. What would I have lost had I failed?
Oh, that is. The cost would have been very high in the end. Um, that creature is not to be trusted. When it says there is no price, no cost to its services.
I see. Okay. Well, I'm glad to know I passed. I mumble. Yeah. What's the next one? I ask in a little bit brighter tone as I sit up, shake my head to clear it.
The unicorn will trot up to you and kind of lay down so its head is level with yours, um, and gaze very intently into your eyes, Bertok, and ask you, why do you want to revive your companion?
Because she's a friend. Because I love her. My voice grows very soft and thick with emotion.
The unicorn will ponder your words for a moment and then say that yes, there is no lies in all of that. You have spoken the truth. And she will incline her head and touch you with her horn, and you will feel a slight glow about your form. She will say that we, the unicorns, do find your heart to be pure, Mr. Halfling.
I could have told you that, I say. Although my hands are glowing, so I'm like, okay, looking around. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Well, thank you. I could have told you that, I say, stammering. But of course, you would not have believed me until I had proven it. Never mind. I see where you have been going this whole time. Thank you for such a compliment.
You are welcome, Mr. Halfling. And give my regards to the head of the order. It has been too long since we have met and conversed. He is getting old. Poor man.
Okay, I will. Thank you. So that's it. I'm free to go.
The unicorn will nod.
I will smile and then get up and then be like, oh, I don't know where I am. How do I get out of here?
The unicorn will point with its horn in a sort of a southwest direction and say that you came from that way.
Okay.
Don't hurt any trees on your way out.
Oh, I won't. I promise. I say. Yeah. I won't hurt any of them. And then I might mumble to myself under my breath, hopefully so that the unicorn doesn't hear. I might make out with one or two, but as I stand up and gather myself together and start and bid the unicorn a farewell and another last parting thank you, and then kind of skip and scurry off to the southwest.
You will hear a sultry voice from the trees as you almost get to the border of the forest. Well, he put out that little flame.
I look down at my empty lantern and kind of raise my eyebrows, and I'm like, oh, if that's all they want. And then I will look over and I'll just say, if that's all you wanted, I would have been happy to do it earlier. As I swing the empty, cold lantern, kind of happily.
she she will say that why are you going back out there? You could stay here and live just fine in these woods.
I have a duty to perform. I have things to finish. I have a friend whom I need back with us.
Uh, she will huff and then sink back into the tree that she came from.
Yeah. If I picked up a dead leaf off the ground and kissed it, would that be the same as like kissing her clipped toenails? Because that would be gross.
Yes.
Ew. Okay. Yeah, I will refrain from doing this. Yeah, and
You emerge into the
sorry, go ahead. It's fine. It's fine.
you emerge into the moonlit fields of the farmers' fields, and the barn is still there. The gnomes are still slumbering to sleep, and you can hear their little snores.
Mm-hmm. No, I can hear their gigantic snores as the entire barn basically shakes on its foundation with each inhalation of gnome snoring. What is the unicorn going and doing? It's like flying out of the way. I didn't know unicorns could
I'm
fly.
just shrinking this down.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do now?
Let's wait till morning before we pack up and leave. How much money do I have on my person? Some, anyway. I hope. Maybe. Because in the morning I want to leave a bag of money with the farmer and his wife and thank them for their hospitality.
Okay. They say thank you very much for the generosity. They give you hugs. They pat the gnomes on the head. They will give you a large pie to take with you.
Ooh, nice. That was worth the money right there, I mentioned. The wife blushing under the compliment. And then I wink toward Augustus, who was eating the other pie just outright. Save some for later. As we turn one last wave and head out.
All right. Whee! You board the Nautilus. The Nautilus flies back to Arcosa. Okay. And I don't think you saw Arcosa last time, because
No, it was just a... What am I looking at here? Oh, cool dock. Okay.
yeah, I gotta move you around, but And I gotta unveil some of it. Oh, well, I'll just take it off anyway. Hmm. Take off on the wall. All right. Da-da-da. All right, Bertok, you are back in Arcrosa,
Yeah.
which you haven't seen before. Ugh. Right. But you have. In fact, I'm just going to move you there.
A massive aura around me. I'm shining, gleaming, everyone with my amazingness.
Oh my god, it's so awesome!
I have communed with the unicorns. Oh, halfling, as they all bow to me. No. I point at one of the catapults and say, Can I have one of those? No, I'm not going to be that stupid.
You march confidently through the streets, glowing brightly.
I love it.
Into the first level.
Yeah.
Up the stairs to the second tier.
Mm-hmm.
And south. To guard. The guards bow in your presence. Your sparkly presence.
Mm-hmm.
And you arrive finally at the headquarters of the Order of the Sun.
Yeah. We is right.
And an acolyte will open the door when you knock on it, Bertok, and will cover his eyes as you beam in his presence.
Yeah, my light shines through the door of this temple thing, and immediately this Lamuel guy is like, "No, God, it burns!" Oh wait, we worship the sun. How could it burn? No, he doesn't do that. But
Lamuel will walk slowly up to you, Bertok, and he will say, "You have succeeded in your quest, I see. The unicorns have found you acceptable, have they, Mr. Halfling?"
Yes, they have, I say. And, yeah. They have, I say. And what about our agreement?
Really?
Can the Agatha be revived? I sink to my knees in supplication of the High Cleric and clasp my hands. Please, oh please, if anything can be done. No, I don't want to be begging. And I will pick myself up and kind of glare at myself. Sorry.
He will give you a kindly pat on the shoulder as you stay within this temple. Your glow will slowly fade away, but the cleric will start to arrange um, various acolytes and minor clerics. Um, and as the as noon approaches, the sun will beam down onto a altar that they have set up with a there's a window right above it that the sun
Mm-hmm.
beams down on. They will lay Agatha's corpse onto this altar, and then Lemuel will start to pray to the sun goddess to please revive their fallen cleric.
Mm-hmm.
He will he will pause a moment and say that to you, Bertok, that um, there may be conditions to any resurrection. You do know, Mister Halfling,
I thought I already.
beyond the quest that you just undertook.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Beyond the quest. What sort of conditions, I ask? No, never mind. Just do it. Whatever the price is, I will pay it.
He will nod and bow his head and and pray to his goddess. Um, the the sunlight will intensify down onto Agatha's body, and the clerics will concentrate. Agatha will start to breathe again.
Yay!
And she will scream, "Ah!"
Okay, cool.
As her right arm starts to glow with energy
Mm-hmm. Nice.
and start to smoke and flame with flames.
Her hands are smoking and flaming. That's kind of scary.
Her right arm will be glowing and smoking with flames.
Okay, all right. I will remain still and try not to interfere, even though my gut reaction is to run forward and save her from her own arm.
She will the she will scream, "Yes, yes, I will," and the flames on her arm will fade away, leaving her arm without any kind of garment left on it.
Mm-hmm.
But the skin of her arm has been blackened with a tattoo that looks like the cleric's symbol.
Cool. Okay.
She will open her eyes and in wonderment at the surrounding of clerics around her. She will see you, Bertok, and cry your name, Bertok!
Agatha! I run forward, throwing myself upon her and embracing her, etc.
She hugs you back. One arm is still somewhat warm from the flames. But it is familiar, Agatha. She is alive again.
Hooray!
And the clerics. What?
Hooray.
Yeah. The clerics will give you some space. Agatha will get off the altar.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Agatha will turn and personally thank Lemuel for beseeching the goddess to revive her.
Yeah.
And he will say, "You are welcome, my child. Your star set too soon, I think."
And I will mumble under my breath, "Damn straight it did. We're not going to let that happen again, if I can help it." Well, basically, no.
"I hope not," Agatha will say. The high cleric will limp over one more time. He will have in his hands a bottle of, it looks like water, but
Okay.
he hands it to Agatha and says that this is holy water of the Order of the Sun. I have a feeling that your trials will continue, so I wanted you to have some of our holy water."
Cool. I will not make mention that I think this is going to
She
be
will thank
extremely
him.
useful, but all right. I really want one of these catapults too. If only to just load gnomes into it and fire them across the landscape at some point in the future.
You can see if you can buy one.
No, I think I'll leave them. These ones are.
How much gold do you have?
I don't know. I've lost track.
Okay. Yeah. Last time I can think you got gold was when you encountered Raffin's leg and it had a backpack on and the backpack had loot in it. I think that was the last time you actually got
Okay.
gold.
All right.
Technically.
All right. Yeah.
Agatha will as you guys leave the temple, Agatha will pull you aside, Bertok,
Mm-hmm.
and say that the goddess of the sun let me come back, Bertok. But she uh, she made me take a vow that I would fulfill some purpose of hers at some point in the future. So if you don't want to hang out with me for that, I understand, but at some point I may have to perform that task for my goddess, and
It's okay.
I don't know what that's going to be. It might be too dangerous
Nothing is
for
too
you to go
dangerous.
on,
No.
but I can't ask you to do it.
We'll try our very best to stick together on that. Whatever it is. I'm with you, Agatha, I say. Yeah, do I want to pledge my
Bertok.
allegiance to her?
Thank
That
you.
would be kind of crazy. A man can only have so many mistresses, right? Blackadder, Althea, now Agatha. Did you say she needed to go commune first before we left, or? Because I was thinking, oh, I'll just head back up to the ship. We're at the North Dock.
No,
Meet up
no,
with us
she
when
is.
you're done. Or whatever.
Okay, I believe I'm free to leave at the moment, so
Okay. Yay.
I've actually never been here, so this will be my first time at a Crusa. It's
Cool.
beautiful. She admires the whitewashed walls and the tall towers and the strapping guards.
As the halfling hides behind her all the way up to the northern docks.
Um,
This way! We came from this way! I yell
Birth.
as I skip and hop and
Okay, I'm
joyously
coming. I'm coming.
lead her up to the ship. The sight of her killer,
Nautilus, it's been so long.
the sight of the face of her own killer hanging from the front of the ship. As you can see, I say,
She will grin at that.
We've totally taken care of that. You like that?
She will pull you close and kiss you, Bertok. Thank you.
Oh, I will try to keep going as long as I can with that kiss. Because that's what I do. And finally, she will have to pull away and drag me back up the gangplank. Come on, back to work. Dirty little halfling.
The gnomes are cheering from the side. Woohoo!
They don't even know what they're cheering about. They never met her before.
No, they don't. They're just Bertok's kissing somebody. Yay!
Oh, okay. That's funny.
They've most of the gnomes have never met Agatha. She's just been a corpse to them.
Right.
Back on the Nautilus. Yay! And at the front of the ship is also the bugbear head.
Oh, yeah.
Agatha
Owlbear, not bugbear.
is no longer deceased. Yay!
She's right there.
Agatha is alive.
Goofy. Okay.
Boffin will remain professional and say, "It is great to have you back, Agatha. It has been a lightless journey without you."
I will be basically holding her hand, although she's wielding her staff thing and stuff. Yeah. I lead her to her quarters. But despite what she suspects is going to happen, I just say, we've kept it in pristine condition because we knew we would be able to get you back. We just knew it. I knew it. And then I scamper back out and say, I'll leave you to your whatever. And then run up the gangplank, or run up the corridor to get away from her before I do something stupid.
You can hear sincere prayers from her room as she gives thanks for everyone for reviving her.
Mm-hmm.
After a while of getting refamiliarized with the ship, Agatha will wander back out and try to find you, Bertok.
Yeah.
Where's the captain?
I'm right here, I call out through the doors as she appears.
There you are.
How can I help you? I say, jumping up on
We
a
we took
table
on
to get to eye level, so maybe we
we
can
took on
kiss
some
more.
new. We took on some more gnomes, huh?
Yeah, we actually did. We dropped off the Proteus with the Blackadder manor, and she gave us help. And we also have a shop and other things. It's so cool.
Oh, oh, lovely! A shop, great. What are we thinking of selling?
Anything we can find, anything at all. I was thinking all this junk down in the basement, including our
Oh.
dismantled robo person.
Oh, not BX4-1. He was funny.
We need to finish fixing him if we want to keep him, I say. Realizing that the gnomes have been fairly faithful all this time.
I'm surprised that.
Sorry, we're lagging again.
Yeah.
I am thinking I want to go down to the
Something
hole.
about gnomes being.
Yeah, gnomes are more trustworthy. They've proven themselves. So I want to go down into the hold of the ship and talk and run over to Smee, who is hanging around BX4-1, and I want to instruct him that, hey, if you wanted, you could totally work on fixing this thing, and I'll point over to the pile of equipment and stuff and give him a little smile, a little hopeful smile. You and your friends can all help.
Oh, Smee will. Cool. Hey, Ross and Wally, get over here. We got our project. Yay! They grab random tools and start to pile onto the automaton.
Right.
Thanks, Captain Bertok.
No problem.
We'll have it working soon.
No problem. I chuckle as I climb back up the ladder and then run out in my haste and clamber back onto the table and purse my lips at Agatha, hopefully. And then stop because I figure I look like an idiot.
She gives you a peck.
Oh, thank you.
Now,
man, I was hoping I could pick him up.
Bertok.
Yes.
When I was deceased, I did learn one or two interesting things. That the hags, if we can get that hag to swear by a person that it holds in high regards, we can trust it to do. We can trust what it says, and we can trust that it's giving truthful information. So where's that hag?
I blush and sheepishly start to shuffle my feet on the table. And she got
She will
away.
narrow her eyes.
She got away. There were rats. And I thought I would try something to get rid of them, and it ended up backfiring on me. And she turned into herself out of rats. And then dove overboard, and she's at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, we lost her, basically.
Okay. We'll have to find another hag then. Or She will reach into her robes and pull out a letter,
I will
and
look
she will
over.
say that according to this letter here, my mother was trained in sorcery by those hags, and I suspect that that is how she discovered how to possess her house like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I would really like to get my mother out of that house and sleeping peacefully in the spirit world.
I see.
But it was my thinking that she learned how to do that from the hags. And one of the hags might know how to reverse it, hopefully.
I see. That
That-
makes sense. Hmm. Didn't we leave the house somewhere? Wasn't it destroyed?
Mhm. Um, no, you guys haven't been back to that little village since you left it the first time.
Okay.
You entered the house. It kind of tried to keep Agatha and you guys inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
It tried to kill you guys because you were trying to take away Agatha. Then you burst out the window and
Managed
that's
to
it.
escape.
The
Yeah.
house didn't move or whatever.
Okay. Okay. Well, if you wanted, we could go back to Tyrium, or where... No, that wasn't Tyrium. That was that one tiny little village. Right. We could go back
Meadow
there.
Bottoms.
We could go back to your Meadow Bottoms place I mentioned, just kind of offhandedly. I wouldn't mind a trip back there for a little while.
All right.
As far as
she perks
learning,
up.
as far as learning where your mother got her power and how to reverse the spell upon your house, I can't say. But I'm fairly confident that at least the house would be happy to see you were we to go back there for a while.
All right. Agatha will nod and say that she's not sure how they're going to reverse that effect either. But yeah, if we could stop by that village quickly, that would be awesome. Thank you. Why are you eating the microphone?
I don't know. I just want to see if I could. I'm being weird, that's all.
Okay.
I'm so, yeah. Okay, so anchors away or something so that we can go over to Meadow Bottoms.
All right. Launching from Arcrosa. Whee!
There's a leg on this. There's also a
From
horse.
Arcrosa. Whee! Straight.
Yeah, let's...
I do.
No. If we went...
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, if you guys went pretty much north from here, you'd get to Meadow Bottoms. Whee!
Right.
Boffin set sail, the gnomes. crank their machinery. The Nautilus lifts off,
Mm-hmm.
sails over the ocean, and gets to Meadow Bottoms. Whee, Meadow Bottoms. Where's Meadow Bottoms? We still have Meadow. Oh my God, it's all the way over there. Whee.
Oh, it's right there. You just dropped it on the thing.
So many pages.
Oh, you're looking for the page. Oh.
Yeah, I know, but it was. Yeah. Meadow Bottoms. All right.
The burned out village of Meadow Bottoms.
Oh my gosh.
Which we need to.
Okay, Ralph is not there no more.
Who is Ralph and where?
Ivan is not there no more. Nor is the horsey.
I want Ralph back.
Ralph was a dog.
Yeah, I remember that. I just don't remember where he came from. Ralph greets us.
You rescued Ralph from this village.
But I thought we took him with while we were at it.
Alright. Wait. You did. And Agatha pushed him off to find Ivan because you left Ivan behind.
Oh.
And Agatha was panicking about that.
Okay.
And sent Ralph off the ship with a medical kit.
Yeah.
But, 1 second here. Let me get Ralph back. Alright. You guys will land. You'll hear off in the swamp barking.
Yeah.
As serendipitously a black dog will come bursting out of the swamp, yowling and howling, and notice you guys and come over and whimper.
Hi, Ralph. Been forever since I saw you, I said as I rub its face and make its fur wrinkle and stuff. As I basically stand at face height.
The dog is muddy as if it's been surviving all this time in the swamp.
Oh, disgusting, I said, pulling my hands back and taking mud off of.
Agatha comes over. It gives a shake and mud flies everywhere. Yeah. Agatha comes over and says, "You poor thing, have you been there this whole time?" Whimper.
I bet he's gotten a real taste for frogs.
Something will crash through the swamp into trees and stuff where the dog came from.
Yeah.
And Ralph will whimper and hide behind you two.
It's a great place to hide behind. I mutter under my breath as I walk up to this tree and try to peer over through all the burned out wreckage of Meadow Bottoms to figure out what in the world is going on and what's coming from the swamp.
Out of the swamp, into the burned out village, will come a house on chicken legs.
Yeah. Here it comes, I yell as I back into Agatha and send her toppling. Her little dagger was nowhere to be found, by the way.
The dog will give a moan, and the house will cluck forward and try to grab the dog.
I will fend off the house with my flail, which will just clunk woodenly into its, like, the corner portion. Back, house, back. Agatha was like, no, that's my mother. And I'll be like, no, but it's trying to kill my dog.
The house will cluck, Agatha! And try to gobble Agatha down.
That's bad. Oh, I wonder, what if we let it? Because we'd only just be inside the house then. But then we'd be trapped inside the house, and I immediately bash its little beak thing and stuff. And I...
Okay, you're defending Agatha?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay, go ahead and make a defend move.
Yeah, I need to remember what that is.
Oh, by the way, you and Agatha have a bond now.
Oh, okay. Cool. Constitution. Bertok. Constitution. Go. Yeah, take that. 10.
Oh my god, okay. So, that means you gain 3 hold, and you can spend them doing something. Let me see. There is handouts.
Have the effect open the attacker to an ally.
I'll find you.
Deal damage to the attacker equal to your level.
Okay. What do you want to do? You have 3 hold.
I want to
As
open
long
the
as you stand
attacker
in defense.
to an ally.
Okay.
I want to give Agatha a chance to do whatever she's got in mind before the house completely eats her alive.
Okay. Yeah. Agatha is going to while you are defending her from the house, is going to try and parlay with the house to try and get it to stop and listen to reason. Charisma. And she gets +1. Man, that is going to be super, super effective. Wow. Okay. Agatha is going to ask the house to stop, and we will
That's basically a
Okay.
critical. Whatever you're trying to do, it will happen.
We will not run a. Yeah, yeah. Plus one on top of that, so it's
Hmm.
like 14.
Right.
Um, yeah. So the Agatha will say, "Whoa, stop, stop, stop! We're not going to attack you, but we just want to help you and not have to kill you." So the house um, will recognize Agatha and will give a cluck and sit down on its legs
Yeah.
and not move. It will
Okay.
not attack. It is pacified.
Yay. Okay. Cool.
The uh, the dog will still be whimpering behind you guys.
Hmm.
You guys got an
Uh,
obedient house.
yeah, we do. What would be extremely cool is if we loaded this house up onto the ship and took it with us. or we totally went like I don't know. I'm not thinking. I'm thinking like, can we nail it to the side of the ship or to the back of the ship, and basically make this conglomeration of parts out of the ship? But that's just kind of like extremely far-fetched and unlikely.
Wow. Um. Wow. If you want to do that, it might take several sessions for the house to, fuse with the ship.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah, it would.
um, yeah, you can definitely get it to at least step onto the back of the Nautilus and kind of hunker down,
Mm-hmm.
and you can tie it with ropes or nails or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you could do that. Sure.
Um.
Is it a part possessed house, part ship? What is it? We don't know anymore. Cool.
uh,
Yeah, the
let's
house will
let
cluck and step onto the back of the ship,
cool.
and it will.
Let's go ahead and wait a little while before we decide to do this whole fuse
Boffin
thing.
will be like, no, no, no. What's happening?
uh, don't worry,
Okay.
Boffin. We're taking.
So you're just gonna carry it around?
Yeah, yeah. But let's not go there yet, because we're here to figure out what in the world is going on with the house.
Okay.
Yeah. Because yeah, we're kind of like, why? What can we do to help the house?
Okay.
I need to refresh. I'll be right back. Any better?
I'm gonna do that too.
Okay. Yes?
Is this better?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Alright. Why is my camera so flickery?
I don't know. It's very weird, though. I see that too.
Yeah. Well, it stopped now, so okay. Um. Um. Agatha is going to try. Agatha? Aw, I thought she had that. Agatha is going to try and communicate directly is her. Agatha. Agatha is going to beseech her goddess for a magical effect. And she is going to ask to contact the spirit of her mother, who she names, and the ghostly presence of her mother will faintly appear before her.
Okay.
And she will ask this image if there is any way that, no, she will ask how is her spirit bound to the house, and the spirit will say that there is a blood-soaked bundle of rags in the house somewhere, and that within that there's a collection of items that she dearly loved. So with that, her spirit is bound to the dwelling that it's inside. So,
Let's see.
And having answered that question, the spirit will grow fainter and finally be non-existent.
All right. Man, I'm just imagining things for now. Like if we had attached the house by its chicken feet to the bottom of the ship, then we could basically like swoop low over like a wheat field, and it would eat the wheat field, and we'd be stocked up on food for the next however many months. Is this even a... And I meant, do I mention this? Yeah, I kind of mentioned this to Agatha. I'm like, wouldn't it be cool if we could do something like that? I mean, do we really want to depossess the house? It's kind of cool as is, especially if we take it with us.
Agatha will frown at you, Bertok, and say that she's sure that her mother is suffering deeply in this house.
Oh, yeah.
And she will try to cast that spell again. What is Agatha? Oh, but it peters out, and no spirit is visible despite her beseeching.
All right.
I get what you're saying, Bertok. It is really an interesting idea to have a possessed building in with us. It is kind of cool, but it's my mother inside. If it could be anybody else, that would be cool. But it's my mother, Bertok. Don't you have a mother? What happened to your mother?
Fine, fine.
Oh, you told me what happened to your mother. I'm sorry.
I look dejected, but understand that, yeah, okay. Sore toes and stuff. Yeah. Sorry, I was distracted by my cousins there. Anyway,
By what?
my cousin.
Oh.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. We want your house, your mom to be free, I say. We don't want to just take advantage of the fact that she is a house. And capitalize upon that fact. I'm sorry. Hey, are those other ladies in the tower still alive? You know, the ones that...
That's a good question.
Can we go visit? They were kind of hot.
Possibly. You can knock on the door and see if they're still there.
Sure. Let's... Well, we've learned all we can for now. Let's go down south of town. Check on the tower. See if we can get in yet. I walk up to the door and bang on it.
The house will start to follow Agatha, and she'll say, no, stay. What are we doing here, Bertok?
Oh, I wondered if your friends are still up here.
They're not my friend. I hate those witches. There are
Before she can
harpies living up there, and
yeah, before she can stop me, my fist hammers on the door. Oops.
Who's there? And the door will open a crack.
I will just smile.
One of the ladies.
And then I will step aside to show them Agatha. Miss us?
It's the witch's daughter and that little stunted man. They're back here again. What do you want?
Just wondering how you're all doing. Are you faring well up here? Something. I can't think. Agatha's like, get away from him,
We've
Bertok.
been living.
And drags me back.
We've been living off of moldy bread and weevily biscuits for months now.
We've been living off of
Has
moldy
not been
bread.
pleasant.
I wanted your little dog too, but I never was able to get it. He always ran off into that confounded swamp with that stupid house.
Where's that rude salamander?
Agatha's like, oh, well, he died. We left him. He was too rude.
You have some sense about you. That's good. He was very, very rude.
Agreed.
Well, as you can see, we have been trying to repair the damages. We've not made much success yet, but one day, Meadow Bottoms will be revived. If we only had a horse, we could ride somewhere and get help. But
But no one likes
it's
you.
too cold out there.
If you were more agreeable with your fellow countrymen, maybe you would get more help, I say very intelligently. Kind of wondering how in the world I came up with an
Our
idea
father
like
was highly respected. We don't have to listen to the likes of you.
Never mind. We were here to see how you were doing. If you're doing well, I guess we'll be on our way again.
Wait, little stunted man, halfling. Are you a halfling? Oh, he's a
Yes.
halfling. He's a halfling. Don't call him a stunted man. That's rude.
Yes.
Cleopatra will kind of shove her sister out of the way, and look down at you enticingly. Might we get a lift back to some form of civilization, Mr. Halfling? Flutter, flutter, flutter.
Maybe. I look over at Agatha, wondering what she thinks of this idea.
She mouths no at you.
No. I say very slowly. That would
We'll
be
pay you.
fairly unwise, I believe.
She will start to sob and open the door further to clutch at you pitifully.
I look at
Please,
Agatha.
we haven't attended a ball.
I look at Agatha. I'm like, can I? At which she's like, no, no, no. And she reaches around me, shoves the girl back into the tower, and drags me out of the way, stomping back up the countryside toward the ship, angrily. Yeah. You're a fool, Bertok, to go conversing with the likes of them. How dare you? You realize how much trouble they actually are? But I was just wondering, I protested. No, no, no. You never talk to them. I know them better than you. And I say they are dangerous. We have what we came for. My mother is here. We'll work on that.
You'll very faintly hear them arguing. Are slippers or shoes better for hiking? Put on your slippers. They're more comfortable. Yes, yes. We'll have to hike if them.
Oh.
No, we should crawl, right? Yes. Yes. If we have to, we will crawl back to civilization.
Oh my gosh. Man. Oh, my legs.
All right. The house is tamed. If what do you guys want to do? What do you guys do?
I think spending a night or two here is going to be kind of smart. not to restock, but just to
Okay.
kind of get a breather.
Sure.
Um,
Right.
I don't know what else. The house is tame. I would
No.
not say that it's supposed to come with right away. It's something I want to consider at some point, but yeah, I don't know.
Sure. Sure. All right.
I mean, I'm even thinking like, even if we manage to exercise it, it would still be kind of cool to bring along Agatha's household, her childhood home. It's like, now you can have your own place to live instead of this dirty old boat that is full of sailors and grime. You can just kind of like tag along in your own house. Sort of. Did you ever see Firefly, where the prostitute lady is like, she docks her own ship onto Firefly, and she basically is part of the crew and stuff, but she lives in her own ship on one of the docking ports. That's what I'm thinking.
I didn't see that, no, but it
Okay.
sounds like a cool idea.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole little lookout deck on the very top of the balloon.
Hmm?
You could perch it up there.
Hmm. Yeah, we could. But let's just kind of hang on to this idea for another time. I need to think about this because this is a kind of a cool idea and I don't want to screw it up and I want to make it really cool. Because at some point I can just see this conglomeration of equipment flying through the air. That would be really cool.
I was pondering whether the house would have like wings.
Mm-hmm.
And it would like fly.
That's a cool
Chase
idea.
after you guys.
I like that idea. Yeah, I don't know.
I am pondering whether you guys can like shift the possessing spirit over to the Nautilus and have it kind of possess the Nautilus.
Interesting idea. I don't want to... See, that's the thing. That's the same thing is I don't want to tie up the spirit in some thing that it has to do for us now. I would rather Agatha be happy and let her go, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
The doggy snuggled up to you guys.
Yeah, we do want to take the dog at the very least, like now. Although without the dog, the house might get kind of bored. No, we're not gonna leave any time in the next day or two, at least. So we'll spend some time.
All right.
Oh. Anyway, though. Ouch.
Wow.
Man, I am tired. I don't know why.
It's a lot of work.
It's been one of those weekends too. One of the not fun weekends. And I had friends inviting me over to the game tonight. And I'm like, no. I am seriously not into this sport at all. So.
Yeah. Gastrag, your resident wizard, will wander down eventually from the Nautilus, and he will be very interested in the house and how it is animated.
Yeah. Interesting, eh? I call over.
And yes, very fascinating. You guys stumble across some really cool stuff on your journeys. He will actually attempt to clamber inside the house and try and see what is actually animating it.
You might not want to do that, I call as he disappears. Damn it. Well.
He
is swallowed alive.
The door will open and he will get sucked inside. I didn't do anything.
Man.
Hey, there's writing in here.
Don't say it out loud, I start to say. Okay, what does he say out loud?
No, he learned his lesson. He doesn't say it.
Oh, good. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe you can just slip out a piece of paper from under the door.
Oh! Oh! There is little kid corpses in here. This is gross. I'm out. Let me out. Let me out, house. Guys, the door won't open.
Use a window! I yell through the door. That's how we got out the last time, I think. Was that how we got out the last time? I asked Agatha.
Yeah, it is. Yep. He will get a running start, and will he make it? Gastrag. I don't know if he has. Does he? Gastrag. Hello. 6 minus 1. Oh, oh,
He
oh,
splats against the window.
oh, that's bad. The shutters will slam shut before he can get to the window, and he will smush headfirst into the shutters. You'll hear a groan from inside. Oh,
Don't worry, we'll get you out. I yell. Somehow. I yell it louder. I run over to this rubble house. I run over to the house and pick up a rock and fling it at the window from the outside.
Okay, make a volley. It clatters against the side of the house. The house stands up and starts to turn towards you, Bertok.
Oh man, no! I yell.
And raises its foot to stomp down onto you.
I roll out of the way. No, I roll underneath the rebar foundation of that burned out house just as the foot comes down and latches itself onto the outliney thing, the raised outline. And so it's basically trying to push down against bricks and stone above me, and I am basically pinned against the ground with this foot inches from my face.
Yeah.
Is there anything special to this foot, like a trap door? Because that might be kind of cool. Like, could I open the trap door in the foot and crawl up the leg?
You can see that there is a what looks to be like a cellar door in the bottom of the house above you.
Oh. Head down to the basement! I yell up to Gas Drag. Hopefully he can hear me. As I grab another rock and like sidearm it upward at the door to see if I can flip the latch.
Okay, sure. Make one more volley. Yeah, the door
flops open and barrels come tumbling out and smash it. Like a small barrel of flour smashes on my stomach. Blah!
Okay, as you throw the rock, the house shifts its feet around and manages to hit you for 3 damage.
Okay. Well,
I know your armor is at least 3, so
yeah.
You at least get trapped kind of underneath one of the feet, but the door is hanging open.
Yeah.
Gas drag you'll hear a gas drag from inside, shouting that, "Oh my God, it's worse in the basement. There's all sorts of it's got me, no!" And he'll finally stumble and tumble out the cellar trap door and thump in front of you.
No, right on top of me. Wham!
Okay.
He'll tackle me. Get off! I groan as I try to shove
Whose
him
idea
in.
was it to go in there?
Yours! I yell up at him as I heave and push him off of me and then roll.
I'm sure it was your idea.
Never mind that.
He
What
rolls
about
off
the
of
house?
you. He kind of helps you.
Right. And we look up just in time to see the house aiming a giant, like, ostrich kick at us. Swing! I'm like, dodge! And we dodge. Alright, I should probably make another dexterity defy danger. Yeah, I managed to get out of the way.
You do. Yep. Even Gastrad manages to dodge out of the way.
Nice, okay. And we hightail it back toward the ship. Run for it! And Agatha's up waiting for us, and she's like, what did you do? As she sees us flailing and running from the burned wreckage of all the houses, followed by an ostrich house on legs. That was freaky.
You hit the house, didn't you?
I did, yes.
It was Gastrad's fault.
He was inside, I yell, yeah. That's it.
Come on, Rolf. Come on, boy. We had a peaceful thing going, and you screwed it up.
I hang my head dejectedly as we scramble aboard the airship and slam the door behind us, or whatever. Pull the gangplank up before the house can get to us. It slams into the side of the ship and clatter. Stumbles off.
Its beak is holding on to one of the side decks.
Yeah.
It's clinging with its feet as you try to take off.
Oh, make that face again. Hey, I gotta have some sort of screenshot to put in the video afterward.
I don't remember what face that was.
This one.
Oh.
Thank you. Perfect. But anyway.
What do you want to do, Captain Boffin says? You want to lift off?
No, we're hanging on here. We're not leaving that house just because we are in dire straits with it. But we are definitely going to hide out here for the night. Just keep the door shut and don't let that thing aboard.
Oh boy. Agatha will try to plead with the house that nobody meant to hurt it, and that we want to be peaceful here, but the house will not believe her stumbling efforts to pacify it, and Agatha will be sad that the house is no longer peaceful.
Right.
Gastrad will say, that house is evil. There was blood inside that house and little children's bodies. That was horrible.
Oh.
Everybody aboard the ship will catch sight. Oh, what?
Nothing. It's just.
Do you want to pause here?
I'm thinking, yeah, we're
going?
kind of getting toward that time, and the lag is starting to pick back up again, which is crazy.
All right. Yeah. All right, we can pause here, I guess.
Mhm. Yeah.
Bertok, remember that you did make a level last time?
Right. Yes. And I need to look that up to see what in the world we were. How much it was. So I can actually update my character sheet for once.
It was a whole 5 last.
Wow. Okay.
You failed a lot of rolls last time.
Uh-huh. Yeah. 1, 2, 3 out of level 9. Is level 9 the last level?
Sweet.
Like, am I retiring him in a couple
11
sessions?
is technically the last level.
Okay, okay.
Kind of. I mean, there's nothing past level 10. When you get experience that would make you level 11, then it's either retirement or you start a second character and keep Bertok
Mm-hmm.
at level 10,
Yeah, yeah.
or you switch to a new class
Okay, okay.
and keep several moves that, yeah.
All right. Well, I'll have to start thinking about that soon.
Yeah.
Man, I could take a nap.
All right. You can do that.
Roll for Constitution.
Yeah. Or taking a nap. You fail.
I succeed.
Yeah, you zonk out immediately. No.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, though, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this thing.